Secretary of State Rex Tillerson is making his debut on the world stage. He is meeting with his diplomatic counterparts from the G20 group of major world economic powers, including Russia. And one issue on the table was spending on NATO. Hadley Gamble reports tonight from Bonn, Germany.
It's a U.S. foreign policy offensive in Europe over the next several days, with the Secretaries of State and Defense, as well as the Vice President, planning to make stops in Europe. U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson made his debut in Bonn, Germany today, meeting with the ministers of the G20 nations. On the agenda was a talk with Sergei Lavrov, Russia's foreign minister, as well as conversations with Saudi Arabia and Oman over what to do about the situation in Syria and Yemen. As European leaders look to gauge the future of their transatlantic relationship with the United States, several questions loom, including NATO spending. General James Mattis, the new Secretary of Defense, weighed in.
It's a fair demand that all who benefit from the best defense in the world carry their proportionate share of the necessary cost to defend freedom. And we should never forget, ultimately, it is freedom that we defend here at NATO.
U.S. Secretary of Defense James Mattis went on to say that the U.S. plans to moderate its relationship with NATO in accordance with how much NATO members spend. In 2015, the U.S. spent some $650 billion on defense spending for NATO. That was over 72% of the total NATO budget. And the U.S. says they want Europe to pay more. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Hadley Gamble in Bonn, Germany.